Hi, this is Cameron back again, this time with a vinyl collection video. So I've been enjoying, as I've said in the past, I've been enjoying other people showing off parts of their collection. I think, like people like Gavin T and Christopher Kibler, the names just escaped me, my friend from Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada, who has a snooping through his collection. So here I am. I've got like 6,500 albums in my collection. The collection is a lot more interesting than the new pickups. I tend to be more limited in cash nowadays. I tend to buy only bargain bin. So I want to show off a little bit about the real diverse collection I have, the real eclectic collection I have. So I'm hoping I'll be able to have some viewers who are interested in seeing this kind of an eclectic mix rather than me pulling out themes like psych records or whatever. I have psych records, but they're in the mix. I have pop records, but they're in the mix. I have folk records, but they're in the mix. So I hope that some of you are interested in diverse collections, and so I'm going to start off by showing the first 15 albums I have in my collection, starting with the letter A. I have about 250, 300 albums that start with the letter A. So it's going to take me a while. This is I'm picking up where I had originally started showing off from Z backwards. I got into the middle of S, and I gave up because nobody was watching those videos. I'll try it out again now, but start with the letter A. I should explain that my letter A is really quite a devastated collection. About 4 or 5 years ago, I was in a bad state of mind, and things weren't going so well, and I decided to get rid of a fair amount of my collection. At that time, I had only really hit up, especially my A's. So a lot of my best albums, like I'm on Duel, and I think I had Arzakel. I had a lot of Garage and all that kind of stuff, and I unfortunately sold off. At least, I sold off all of my Pebbles. I sold off mostly from the letter A because I had already listened to them all at least once in the previous year. So I guess I shouldn't be apologizing, but I think my collection is still quite interesting. But if you're looking for some of the psych stuff, you have to wait until I get to letter B to find more of that. Anyways, to get started, um, here is Aarons and Ackley, you and I. From 1972, so they're American artists who moved up to Canada during the Vietnam War to escape that situation. Here's the back cover. They're a good folk rock, rock duo. Next up, I had inherited this from somebody else since I was never really an ABBA fan, although I can appreciate their pop. This came out in 1979, ABBA Greatest Hits Volume 2. Gatefold. This is an interesting folk album with Canadian music from the Ottawa Valley. They interviewed, and Folkways interviewed and recorded this 80-year-old gentleman by the name of O.J. Abbott. This is called Irish and British Songs from the Ottawa Valley. It came out, well, it was recorded in 1957. I believe the album actually came out on Folkways in 1961 or 1960. I don't know about you, but I love Folkways albums. They always have interesting artists, really historic, and amazing liner notes, so in depth. So I pick up Folkways albums whenever I can find them. Next up, from 1982, some pop rock from ABC, Lexicon of Love. Again, I inherited that one. This is what I got out of a bargain bin on Monitor Records, which is a really good world music label. George Abdo and his Flames of Araby Orchestra, The Art of Belly Dancing. So this is an authentic belly dance album. You may laugh at that, thinking of all the different bargain bin albums that were belly dance. Well, Monitor Records, if anything's on Monitor, it's definitely worth picking up, as it's the real stuff rather than some cash-in. Safi Abdullah, another one gone, 1990 on World Beat Ethnopop Shanaki label. He's Jamaican doing Afro pop. Next up, some jazz from what year? 1979. John Abercrombie, Dave Holland, and Jack DeJohnette. Gateway 2 on ECM Records. Canadian folk rock artist who supposedly appeared at one of our first folk fests, but I never saw her. Ronnie Abramson, I believe this is from 1971, this first album of hers on Capitol. Get it out of the bag. It's the gatefold. Don't know much about her, but I do have 2 other albums by her. I don't know how I acquired these. Ronnie Abramson, Stowaway from 1978 or 77. And then a third album of hers, Jukebox of Paris, in which she does English songs, but I guess they're inspired by a time in Paris, 1978. She's not looking so folky anymore. She's looking sort of uptown. Okay, I got this in the Dominican Republic when I was living there. Cheche Abreu y sus Colosos, Volume 5, Quédate por allá, El Negro Chango, or Chango, on Zuni International label. Zuni features very, very roots-oriented Dominican music in the 1960s and 70s, I guess into the 80s. A lot of bachata, some merengue, but merengue, old-style merengue, not more modern merengue. So, yeah, this is actually merengue and son montuno. Those are the 2 styles of music on this album. I don't know what year this came out, but it looks like it's from the mid-70s. So anytime I can find anything on Zuni label, I snatch it up. Okay, this is a Jangle Pop album from U.S., New York. In the, what year did this come out? 1984. Absolute great, and I have to say, I have to listen to this again. I don't remember it very well. It was part of some albums that I picked up when one of the record stores was going out of business, had a lot of imports and interesting stuff, and I honestly haven't given a lot of those albums as good of a chance as I should. There were a lot of very interesting albums, including this one. So this came out in 1984. Okay, a couple of classical albums by the Academy of St. Martin in the Fields. First one is works by Handel, Vivaldi, and Telemann. This came out in 1985. And then a second one featuring cello quintet of Boccherini and Mendelssohn. And this is one of the ones I got for free from my university library. They were giving away a lot of classical albums and some jazz albums, so I got them for free. You can see that the jazz code is blacked out. And finally, what I picked up the one time I went to Paris, I went to the flea market, what they call is the original flea market. It got lots of Caribbean and African albums with francophone. This one's a Haitian soukous album, Accolade de New York International. This came out in 1981 from Haiti. Yeah, I got 50 albums for 50 euros, so I thought that was a good deal. Just carrying it home on the plane was the challenge. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you think that this video series is worth pursuing. I've enjoyed other people's when they've gone into their collection, showed it off. I'm planning to show 15 at a time. As I said, start with the letter A. I've already worked backwards if you want to go see my old videos. So this is my 41st video of my album collection, but I haven't shown anything since a year ago. Let me know if you want me to continue. I'm going to try it out for a while and hopefully get some viewers and some comments back. So please subscribe. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.